211 acres per hour. That is some serious productivity. We don't need to see where we're going. Can you smile? There's a smile. There's a snake right there. I don't know what kind it is, but it's kind of freaking me out. Well, good morning everyone. Welcome back to the channel. So, doing some spraying this morning, and we might get done planting corn today. I'm not really sure. Probably not. But there's a chance. We are finally back in the field. We got 150 acres left to plant. I've got some spraying to do, and then we're also helping out a neighbor plant some beans. So I've got that going on. We got a lot going on today, and we probably won't get everything done today that we want to, but we're gonna push. Beautiful weather coming. It's supposed to be high in the 80s today. It was really nice yesterday. Got quite a bit done. So, yep, that's what we got going on. So we've got 80 acres of beans to spray for Uncle Danny this morning. They're already planted. We've been waiting for him for a long time to get these planted, but it just didn't work out the way the weather played out. He finally got them planted. We have some corn we need to spray, but we didn't want to flush out and go spray our corn and then have to flush back out to do 80 acres of beans, because flushing this thing is kind of a process. So we can finally get his beans sprayed, and we can flush out and go spray our corn. And also, so this screen acts up once in a while, and you gotta smack it. See? That's fine. One of these days it's gonna quit though, and smacking it won't work. All right, let's hit the road. Farmer across the road over here rented their land out for potatoes. Never had potatoes across the road from the farm before, so that's kind of cool. I gotta rant about something for a minute. If you're behind a piece of farm equipment, please just have a little bit of patience. This car came up behind me and just was right on my tail, over on the left-hand side of the road, trying to pass before I even had a chance to get over. And I was actually passing a farmstead on my left while they were trying to pass me. What if I was trying to turn in there? They don't know. I would have ran right over them. Anyways, rant over. Why do people have to be in such a hurry all the time? Just slow down. Slow down. Be patient. We're going to get this field sprayed. Let's see if I can remember how to run this thing. It's been a while. Alright, rate. Auto. We also want to change this to 10 gallons per acre because we're doing something a little different. Alright, start job. New job. We'll call this Clemma 80 space. Oops. Next. Okay. Next. Okay. Open now. Okay. Still in auto. Good to go. Climate. Probably have to close it because it's frozen. Okay. Oh, I gotta shut my sparger valve. That's that little valve. See that yellow thing right there? It's a little indicator to tell you if it's open or closed. So if you forget that's open, you will not be able to hold rate, and you will be like, what is going on? And then you'll feel like an idiot because you forgot to shut your sparger valve. But I digress. Map. Field. Clemma 80. Yes. Tap to select application. This one. And we are not doing the radar or the Power Max. Edit name. Done. Confirm. Alright, here we go. So we're back in the corner here, spray a little bit out. That way we make sure we get any atrazine out of the booms that's stuck in the end caps. That stuff is impossible to get out. A little bit more. Okay. We want this to be active. Yep, I've got some nozzles plugged up. One there. One there. It's always the same tube. spray? Oh yeah, we're good to go. So when I first started, I switched my application rate from 15 gallons over to 10 gallons per acre. The reason why I did that is because I wanted to be able to spray this 80-acre field on one load. So that way it only takes 800 gallons instead of 1,500 gallons. So normally we spray at 15 because we're spraying like Roundup and 2,4-D, which requires a little bit more carrier rate to be effective, but this field is worked and planted already, so we're just spraying the residual and you don't need that much carrier rate. The only problem I have is my nozzles are too big to be running 10 gallons per acre. I have a smaller set, but they're not on the machine, so I shifted up a gear and we are spraying at 20 miles per hour. That is hauling. I mean, if I would hit something going this fast, it would make a big mess in a hurry, but we are moving. 211 acres per hour. That is some serious productivity. The nozzles we run, you can get a bunch of different sizes of them depending on how fast you want to go. So you want your nozzles to be in a certain pressure range. I like mine to stay up in that 40 to 50 psi range. That way you're getting a good droplet size and enough pressure to make it hit the ground. So when I was going my normal speed with these bigger tips, I was only getting like 10 psi. So now I'm getting up closer to in that 30 to 40 range, which is still a little low, but it's good enough for what we're doing. But man, I am cruising. I could get a lot of spraying done in a day if I could go this fast all the time. But then again, I don't think I'd want to go this fast because I just feel like I would hit something and just kind of ball the sprayer up in a tree or something. We don't want to do that. All right, we're done with that farm. You ever say something and then you get to thinking later, wow, that was dumb. I said that it would take 1,500 gallons to spray this 80 acres if I sprayed at 15 gallons per acre. But it would only take 1,200 because I can't do math. So, I don't know if any of you caught that, but now you know. And I can't do math. I probably should have just not said anything. On to the next job. That's so cool. Looks like they're started spraying fungicide on wheat. Our wheat is actually gonna need fungicide here pretty soon. So we got some chemical ordered. The heads are starting to poke out, so it's getting time to spray. So those aerial applicator guys are just plain nuts. I worked for one for a while and the pilots are just, they're crazy. I don't think I could ever do that. So I got the air seeder filled up last night, so I can plant about 80 acres, but that's not gonna be enough to finish what I gotta do. So I'm gonna take Dad's truck and the trailer. He actually just bought this trailer. He picked it up yesterday. It's 2013. What did he say? It's like 32 feet plus, well, the whole length is like 32 feet, but we needed a new flatbed trailer. Pretty nice trailer. So I'm gonna take this over and get another box of beans, and then I will have enough to get finished. So, here we go. We have our bean wagon out there, and I had been just taking it over to this guy's place and filling it up, but it doesn't trail very well. You can only go about 20 miles per hour, and it's a little bit of a drive over there. And we also have some scattered showers moving through the area, and we don't have a tarp on that thing. So I'm just gonna put the box on the trailer and have it here at Dad's. It'll be a little bit closer for me to get to, and then when I need it, I can just throw it in the wagon, put it right in the seeder, and I don't have to worry about it getting rained on. check. Lunch, check. Bluetooth, check. Drone, check. Camera, I'm holding it. So we'll let the tractor warm up a minute and just kind of look the drill over, make sure nothing's falling off. Everything looks good so far. I got it filled up last night, so we're ready to go for a while. We can plant about 80 acres. Everything looks good. So there's 255 acres to plant here. I got 120 of it done yesterday. The reason why we're planting these is this is a neighbor of ours, and his dad unfortunately passed away a couple weeks ago. And he has a full-time job, so we offered to help him out a little bit. He's still got a decent amount to plant yet, so we're planting these beans for him. It seems like that's just what farmers do. When somebody needs some help, we step up, we help them out. I'm not trying to toot my own horn or anything, because I'm not the only one who's ever done this. So you always want to help out your neighbors, because you never know when you're going to need help. So that's all I'm going to really say about that. We're going to get going here. I got quite a bit to get done today. I want to finish this up. So it's already 10 o'clock. I shouldn't have any trouble getting this done. This is a really, really sandy farm. It's like, we got a lot of sand, but I don't think we've got anything quite like this. This is the most sand. Like, I don't even know what I'm trying to say. We've got sand hills, but this is like our sand hills, but just 250 acres of it. So yeah, it's pretty crazy. And it's works ground, so it's had to change some settings on the air drill so I can do a little bit better job on it. But it's going pretty good so far. So I gotta fold up. There's a bunch of ditches in this field, so it's cut up in like 5 fields, I think. Yeah, I think it's 5 fields. But I ran short. I got like a pass and a half on this one field, so I'm gonna hit that before I switch varieties. That way the same variety is in that field, and I think I'm gonna border the rest of them and get that done, because that takes some time. Then I can just go, just plant, auto steer, get it done. I need to get out and dig here a little bit. It seems like this field is not quite as firm as where I was at yesterday, so I'm hoping I'm not going too deep. We want to get in the moisture, but we don't want to bury it. Oh, that doesn't look too bad. I think that'll work. Check out these pine trees. Man, they're tall. I've always seen them from a distance, but I've never been up close to them like this. Those gotta be old. It looks like somebody planted them, because there's like a different kind of tree in the middle, and then there's like whatever these are on this side. So I don't know what their plan was. They're straight though. I think you could probably cut them down for timber. Harvest them, timber them. You get what I'm saying. Cut them down, make wood out of them. But yeah, they're tall trees. Would you just look at them? I better get back to planting. Well, I got that part of the field done. Let's see, how many acres do I have done so far? 163 acres so far. And I bordered this next field. I was going to border the rest of the fields, but I decided that would be kind of silly, because we're going to have to switch varieties. And I really don't like having the border of a field a different variety than the rest of it, especially in beans. So I figured I would wait until I ran out, and then when we switch to the new variety, we'll get that part bordered and planted. And yeah, going good. Seeds going in the ground. we've got plenty of dust today, that's for sure. I'm really glad I got auto steer. I gotta hand it to these old guys who ran cabless tractors back in the day. I wonder how much dirt they ate. See, look at that. I can't even hardly see the edge of the air seeder. We went from being too wet to being almost too dry in about 3 days. It's crazy. Well, I got that field done. I moved the tractor down to the next part of the field, and I am pretty close to being empty. I can do about 8 more acres, so I figured this is as good a time as any to run over to Dad's, fill the wagon up. The spotty showers kind of move their way through, so I don't have to worry about that anymore. So yeah, I'm gonna go get that box of seed, put it in the wagon, come back and run that thing out till it's empty, because we're switching varieties and they'll probably be a different weight anyway. So I got to get that thing empty and probably recalibrate. So I got to walk down there. It's a nice day out. It is beautiful, and I don't mind walking on a beautiful day. So this over here is some state ground that a neighbor of mine rents, and it looks like he's actually got sunflowers planted in here. I think that's what those are. There's a bunch of little fields scattered throughout the timber in there, and he farms it. I don't know what the exact arrangement is, but he's got to plant certain crops in certain spots, and I think they want these sunflowers for hunting, and then they'll do like cereal rye in some places, and then they'll leave, they'll plant corn and then leave it for some hunting, and it's kind of cool. He says it's a little bit of a pain to do all the little bitty fields. He says he spends more time folding up, but it's interesting. Something you probably don't see all the time. One more quick thought while I'm walking. So I was going through a McDonald's drive-through. Oh, it's probably been a month ago now, but I noticed on the window right below it, they had Braille, and it also read Braille menus available. And I was thinking, wouldn't it be pretty unlikely that a blind person would be driving through the drive-through? And even if they were, how would they know that there's Braille underneath the window that tells them that there's Braille menus available? I don't know. Well, I made it back to the field, and look who came to visit. Baby's first tractor ride, isn't it, buddy? Can you smile? You're gonna make me work for it, huh? Garrett. I don't think he's sold on this whole being a farmer thing yet. And just like I figured, they showed up right when I had run out of seed. So do you want to help me fill it up, buddy? Or do you want to go home and take a nap? I think he would rather take a nap. You look sleepy.
That's okay, buddy.
Can you talk? Can you tell the camera something? Say, hit the subscribe button. We're working on that. Can you smile? There's a smile. You're cute. Well, that was fun. Baby's first tractor ride. I don't think he was as excited as I was. That being said, we are out of beans. Time for a fill up. Alright, so we got a different seed size. Shared for 140,000 divided by 2652 seeds per pound. We need 52.79 pounds to the acre. Get our chart. Alright, so 52. So we got 40 and 60 right there. So somewhere in the middle, we need to be at about 25. 50 acres out. Who needs visibility? I mean, we got GPS. We don't need to see where we're going. So I'm really getting used to how to set this air seeder. The more I use it, the more I run it, the more comfortable I'm getting with it. And I'm actually getting pretty good. Not to toot my own horn, but the last few boxes have come out pretty close. We're getting about 40 acres out of the box. Is what we're supposed to get, and we're getting right around that 40 and a half, 41 acres out of it. So that's pretty darn good, I think, for not having to scale. So I'm kind of reconsidering spending the money on the scale. It would be nice because you could calibrate a lot quicker, and just there'd be a lot less risk of wasting seed. But I don't know, it's still a lot of money that could be spent in other places. So I will definitely be just kind of regrouping and reconsidering that decision when the time comes. That being said, I'm right at 40 acres, and I just pushed some seed around, and it's going to be running out here any minute. I got to put some bags in to finish the last little bit of the field. We've got about 15 acres left, so we're getting close. There's a snake right there. I don't know what kind it is, but it's kind of freaking me out. It's like gray. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna go. I think it's coming towards me. All right, we're gonna walk briskly. It's not following me. Thank goodness. So, I just ran out of beans. I got some bags in the back of my truck, walking down there to get that. And we, what was I gonna say? Oh, I did the math. We need about 13 and a half bags. So I think I'm gonna put 14 in, or should I only put 13? So I don't want to put more seed than I need because it's not our seed. So I don't want to end up with any seed in the air seeder. So what I think I might do is maybe I'll put 12 bags in, put a couple bags on the back, and then if I need them, I can throw them in to finish up the last little bit. It won't take that long. So we're gonna put 12 bags in, thinking out loud. There's a snake in my boot. Anybody know what movie that's from? I hope you do. Glad not all our seed comes in bags. Man, I'm out of shape. 12 bags, and I'm still catching my breath. Anyways, we put 12 in. We put 4 on the catwalk just to be safe. That way we know we'll have enough. Did some math, got our transmission set to what I think it needs to be, and we're about to drop it in the ground on the last 15 acres. And here we go. What do we got for population? Give it a minute. Come on, come on. 135. It takes a little bit to get up. Looks like about, 140, 141. That's what we're shooting for. Dang, I'm good. Well, we're done. Finally, I ended up putting all 4 of those bags in, and then I had to put 3 more. So there's a few more acres than he told me there was, which I overlapped some, you know. So there's always more than what the field says, but we're done anyway. Done with our beans. We did not get done planting corn. Dad worked ground all day and got it ready, and then I guess the pump broke down for the starter on the planter. So I don't know how much he got done. I really haven't talked to him much today. So it's supposed to be nice again tomorrow. It should get done tomorrow. Anyways, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed my videos. If you do, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and we'll see you on the next one.